We are here. We are here. We are here. We are back. It is the Two Henchmen podcast with yours truly, the Southern Gooner, and my main man, Tony Clark, Gunner TV in the building. We hadn't done this Two Henchmen in quite a while, but hey, we are back. Lot has transpired here in the last couple of weeks and in the last 24 hours. Before we get ready to delve into all of that, Tony, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, see ya, guys. Everyone in the chat, big up to you. 5 p.m. UK time. Me and my brother again. No other person than the Southern Gunner. I love being on the Southern side. Of course, I'm streaming this show down to my channel. See, Matty, man, it's nice to have you on the show. It's nice to actually go through the season with you. You've been one person that when I'm a little bit hyper, you're that one that gets me within the left hand side and say, "Hey, brother, stay a little bit calm about this." And again, man, that's been the story of our season. It's been a flip flop season. After that win against Wolves, of course, nothing inspiring. Just a routine 2-0 win. Yeah, I get that. Mostly after we came back from Bayern Munich hurt and bruised, and of course Aston Villa did the double on us shamefully. Again, Arsenal brings up that performance yesterday, and again, that's a testament to the inconsistency within our season. Yeah, I know we'll be talking all about that later on. We'll also be talking about the North London Derby and what we'll be looking into with that one coming up. Big up to everyone in the chat. If you're from my channel, please show love. If you're from Matty's channel, please show love. Subscribe to both channels and do help us out. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to you, the Southern Gunner. It's nice to be on the Southern side. And see, that Southern Gunner, that Booker T graphic you did, bro.
You missed the spinner Rooney during the broadcast. Yes, I did the spinner Rooney during the broadcast yesterday. You missed it.
I missed it, bro. I missed it, man. I missed it.
Well,
I was actually having a league game to actually a junior, because I'm starting out as a referee, so there are junior leagues that I have to go through and stuff like that. So I'm actually refereeing those games. So it's leading to lots of inconsistencies because after I go to work, that's my normal job as a teacher. Then I have to also come back and go to this league games because I also work for the Finnish, for the Finnish league. Association, so it's a little bit difficult, but I will still churn out shows either way whenever I have time like this.
Yep. No biggie, man. I'm a traveling photographer, so I know how it go, bro. You got in and out. You have to flip stuff around. But all right, so let's get down to it. Of course, the title says Arsenal's renewed hope. Have we left it late? And I think that's the big discussion here. Is have we left it late? I think that I've always maintained this the last couple of weeks with everybody in this title hunt, this Liverpool, Arsenal, City. I have said on record that all three teams will drop points. The question is when and where will the teams drop the points? Well, we've dropped ours, Liverpool has dropped theirs, and now all eyes are on City. I said this last night on with Lee, or either I said in the back chat. I can't remember when we were talking. For me, I prefer to be in the situation we're in right now. And I'll tell you why. It is tough. See, this people forget. By this time last season, we were out of the title. We were done. We were washed. It was over. We were already talking about this year. It was washed. This season is a little bit different. This is reminiscent of the 2012 season where it was coming right down to the wire last day. Somewhere, City's going to drop points. I'm convinced of it. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do what we need to do when they do it. Could be tomorrow night. The question is, we're playing fine now with pressure off. Because we just need to do what we need to do. But when the switch gets turned on, Tony, that is where they're going to have to that these last four games, and we'll talk about the one this Sunday. But these last few games, this is some of the biggest in modern history of Arsenal. In the 2000s era, in the 2010s era, Arsenal. We have got to do our part of the business to just stay in the hunt, to stay there. I'm convinced Liverpool's gonna drop point. I'm convinced. City, I'm convinced as well. I just remember last year when they were kind of at the end there, and we were sitting there like, man, we just did X, Y, and Z. It's a case of because if it comes down to goal differential, but
Arsenal have a cushion of nearly 16 goals. Like Matthew, that's how bad it looks, and the gap, within the scoring range and the scoring margins really are this season.
if
Arsenal have actually scored lots of goals.
Tony, if we for me, this is why it's so critical. That West Ham, Fulham, those are the games. Those games are the gimme games that we looked at. People looked at, oh, and
Yeah,
and then you look back now, just 6 points. Even you brought this up on before we came on air. The City game.
yeah.
You know, it's just it's basically missed opportunities, And I said this, and I'll say it again. If we had a striker, and I'm not a striker with the way we score goals and the way Odegaard has put players in scoring positions, and they, you look at Jesus last night, you look at Martinelli, even in that game last night, towards the end, that opportunities to score and they couldn't score. You put a striker there, man. We might be having a different discussion because we could finish off a few of these teams. But that's been one of the things that we banged on about this year.
But again, Matty, I would like to counter you on that statement when you're talking about that striking, in terms of the striking positions and the striking roles. Yeah, scoring goals hasn't been Arsenal's problem this season. Matty, we've scored nothing less than 82 goals this season. Make that make sense? Uh, the- it's not a striker problem that we had this season, and why we are in this position right now, begging for Man City to drop points before we can get this title over the line. It is a mentality issue. It is a consistency problem, and this circles back to the managerial process. This circles back to the mentality of the boys rather than just being a strike, because I don't want to put it as a striking problem. Matty, we've scored nothing less than 82 goals this season. Let that sink in. And we don't have we don't have come on, man, we don't have a striker who would actually get us 20, 25 goals this season. That's how bad it is. But the reality of the O2 is that we've scored 82 goals this season. That's huge. In a season where Arsenal have scored more than what we've ever gotten in a campaign before. Matty, in a season where Arsenal have conceded 26 goals this season, which about more 5 games or so to roll before the end of the season, we're considering at a very low pace this season. Tell me why we're not being handed that title right now. It's a consistency problem. It's a mentality issue rather than a striking problem. It's how this team has been handled. It's what we've told the boys during the big games and during the games that has really defined our season. Games like Aston Villa, there should be an indictment. How can Aston Villa do a double on Arsenal, home and away? These are acrimonious performances, that are leading to the inquest right now, because with us scoring this amount of goals this season, in the season we've not had a perfect number 9 striker. Gabriel Jesus is always on his bum. Eddie Nketiah has seen less minutes. In fact, Eddie Nketiah has just seen about 110 minutes the whole season. How about that? My brother, it looks bad that even without the strikers, Arsenal have actually gotten to this position without those strikers. And in the games that we should at least get over the line, the mentality and the consistency isn't just there to get us over the line, and that's the bigger problem, Matty. So that even leads to even a more bigger issue at the end of the at the end of the season. Because see, Matty, yeah, what if, because I still have this feeling that City is gonna drop points, and they might drop those points against Brighton, because everyone knows how hard it is to go down to Brighton. But Arsenal, throw that away. Everyone knows how hard it is this season for even the big teams to go down to Brighton Stadium and get even a point down there. They get more down there. Yeah, it's not an easy place to get a point. I do think that City might actually have a problem going down there and winning at Brighton. We have the manager complaining of fatigue into this team. They barely struggle to beat this same Chelsea team that Arsenal destroyed yesterday. I know we'll talk about all of that, yeah, but they managed to get over the line against this Chelsea team, beating them only by 1 goal to 0. See, I do feel that they're going to drop the point. But where my fear really lies isn't in these games like against Chelsea, where we've just beaten them black and blue. It's in those mentality monster kind of games that can we go to Old Trafford
I agree.
and get 3 points?
Sunday.
Can we get to White Hart Lane and the North London Derby, where where the stage is high, where the expectancy ratio should be something of 100% or nothing less? We should go there and decide to destroy Tottenham Hotspurs in their home. Can we do it? Can we maintain that level of consistency? Can we maintain that level of mentality monsters that we should be seeing in this Arsenal team? And that's the bigger problem. I don't know. See, what if City drop points against Tottenham Hotspurs, which, by the way, are their boogie team, yeah? What if they drop points against them? And what if Arsenal goes into that last game against Everton? Everton needing some couple of points to get them over the line and keep them outside relegation waters this season. What if we go get a draw? It's not even really in the Liverpools and the Man Cities and the traditional big six. It's in those little games that really do matter. You talked about them, West Ham, Fulham game. Yeah, those little boogie games here and there. Can we get over the line in those games? Well, let's wait and see, Matty. Let's wait and see. And that's the beauty of of a title challenge. You're always in course for it. You're challenging for it. But Matty, we've gone past that situation where we have to be happy about a challenge. We want trophies. Everyone in the chart wants trophies. That's why we're that's why we're big fans of this football club. We have standards, and the standards should be, hey, get us some trophies down there. Yeah, get us some trophies. We can't waste what we have right now with this team, right now with Odegaard and this killer passes every goddamn day. Yeah, we need to win. We need to win because this win ensures that we get in bigger players into the football club. We attract them in. This win ensures that we just get over the line and make sure that the fan base is being, that will galvanize everything in this football club. A trophy will do just that for us. It will do justice, not just for me and you, but it will do justice for every single person who deserves one this season. I don't know, man. Mikel Arteta, you have to pull this off. You have to pull this off. And if you don't pull this off, well, you already know what I think about it this season, man. If he doesn't win us this big one, Matty, I think he should be on his way. That, like that. See, yeah, brother Matty, I thank God, that me and you have a background, yeah, or, we have a background of the Bible and something like that, yeah, Christian, religious in a way. See, brother Matty, yeah, uh, Moses, he led the crew to the promised land, but he didn't, he didn't touch the promised land. He didn't,
Never made
he
it.
didn't
Never
enjoy,
made
he didn't enjoy the spoils
it. Yeah,
of
he
the
never made
promised land.
it. He never made it.
Come on, man. Let's not act as if Mikel Arteta can't be that guy to provide us that level of hey, let's get this team challenging. And he can get into the promised land. And let's go and get someone who could actually help us get into the promised land, sharing the spoils of the promised land, and actually progress in the promised land. Again, let's see what happens. I might be talking you know, to under the weather, considering that we won 5-0 against Chelsea. That was a big win, Marty. We have to talk about that definitely. But again, we're still, under the wraps of Man City. And, we're just a flip of the switch. These guys could just close their eyes and win the 6 games. We've seen them do 15 games, 10 games and win the league. We've seen it. The proof is in the pudding. So it's not time for us to dance around and throw a party and have a jamboree down there that, we're top of the league. We don't know what Man City brings to the table. But again, I see fatigue setting into that Man City team. So that's just something that we just have to hope on, because what we have right now is just hope, the hope strategy. How about that, Matty?
Yeah. I just think I really hate we didn't win those games that we should have won. To give us that padding, that extra padding. But I'm in agreement. If the we just got to win, man. Just see what happens. You have to see what happens, and then we all have all said it. I think everybody's well known across the interweb. If the manager does not get us over the line, then it's time to go ahead and move on. It's time to bring in somebody that can get us over the line. I don't think I just think this game Sunday. I tell you what, let's do it like this, Tony. Let's just go ahead. We whipped Chelsea's ass. They got beat 5-0. They were poor. They offered much of nothing yesterday. And I'm gonna say this to the Chelsea fans that's in here. I know we got the brother that's in here. I'm gonna say this, man. I thought about this thing, and the way Chelsea's going right now, brother. If they don't make any changes, you're looking at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, possibly next season.
Oh,
it's gonna be rough. Bad. It is that bad. It's a bad team, brother.
It's shocking.
It is
over £1 billion spent.
It is dire straits over there at Chelsea.
No wing backs, no striker. Midfield is bereft of ideas. Enzo Fernandez looks like a clueless chicken in the middle of the park. Look at how Declan Rice had his way. Come on, man. I can count how many times Declan Rice have had his way this season. Like in the center of the pitch. Yeah. Just have his way completely. Come on, man. I can count how many times. He has been a good player this season for the Arsenal. But again, I can count how many times he just dominated the middle of the park this season, man. Enzo, horrible showing yesterday, man. I can't believe that that's one of Chelsea's most expensive signings that came into that football club. They look like chickens down there. Jackson looks bereft of any goal-scoring ideas. That had a free header to just hurt Arsenal, on the break. Used his hand instead. What a joke of a player. It's shocking that some people said that this guy is a reincarnation of Didier Drogba. What a horrible showing yesterday from Chelsea Football Club. But again, Matty, this is what I don't understand. This is where I need some of your insights. Is it that Arsenal, because don't get it twisted, this was the same team. This was the same team that that had a go against Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. Is it that this Arsenal team is just too good, or is it that this Chelsea team is just that poor?
That's what we're gonna find out Sunday. We're gonna answer that question on Sunday. Is Chelsea that bad, or are we that good? Because if we're that good, then by all intents and purposes, we should be taking the Spurs to the sword on Sunday. In that, Tony, the $1 million question will be answered. Because my thing is this: if we roll through Chelsea, roll through Spurs, deal with Bournemouth, then why shouldn't we be able to go on a run and finish out the season? Now, whatever the end is going to be, is whatever the end is going to be. Whatever it is whatever it is at this point. But we have to. You hit on something there in your monologue there. we have to have a discussion about consistency. I see Darren
Mhm.
bring it up in the chat.
Yeah.
When we started the season this year, we all wanted to see Party, Rice, Odegaard. That's all we talked about this summer.
Yeah.
And now you see it. It almost make you wonder if you'd played this when we went to when we played Bayern Munich, which is what I was hoping you did was to go with Partey instead of Jorginho.
Hmm.
Could we have gotten over the line in that game? Because we got ripped apart in midfield.
Yeah.
Now that Partey's back,
No.
And you see the difference in how the game. You see how stabilized everything looked, and in that, it upsets me knowing that we should have been he could have eased them back in weeks ago.
Run
We
that
had
back, Matty. That's a big punchline. Run that back, my brother, man. Run that back.
we we are stabilized now, Tony. And had we had this against Bayern Munich, we may be having a different discussion. And it hurts me knowing that we have missed another opportunity with the manager. Now this comes back on the manager who has tinkered with the lineup and not giving us the proper lineup, because you see the difference in Odegaard with Partey in the team. That looked kind of like last year's Odegaard. Now I'm not getting paid the big bucks.
That's it there. That's it there, guys. That's it.
I'm not getting paid the big bucks. However, I wish I was getting paid the big bucks. But when you look and you see what Partey brings this team, you look at Declan Rice, how refreshed he looked after the game last night, because he wasn't doing all the grunt work, the dirty work, the running over here, going over here, going over there, going over here. He wasn't ragging,
Exactly.
wasn't ran.
Someone was there doing the dirty job.
He was doing the dirt. He was getting the trash. He was getting the trash bags. Odegaard was free to do what he needs to do. He doesn't have to really worry about doing a whole lot of work, except just providing those killer passes through that yesterday. Which was by far his best game in the Arsenal kit since he's been here for me.
Yeah,
that's the when I say the total package, that's the total package that I want to see from a midfielder. That's a midfielder. That performance yesterday was a midfielder.
No.
That was 20. That was a 25 out of 10 performance yesterday. That was exactly what I want to see. I just think that managerial mistakes, inconsistency, and a lack of desire in critical games, I think that's what will probably cost us down the line. I think there's a. I think
it has already cost us.
I think it's a 5% chance. It's a 5% chance there. But that I told people last year, Tony, and people thought I was crazy when I said this. Say it again for y'all that don't remember. My Virgo, I have a long memory. I told y'all, I said, Tony, if we don't win a title this year, it's going to really hurt that we didn't win the one last year.
Oh, days, Matty, you said that. I hate to say it, but Matty, you said it. let's be frank about that. Yeah. You said it, man. You said it.
Yeah, I said the one.
I hate to bring the spoilers, but you said it, man. You did.
Yeah, because we have to have, and as Darren just dropped in the chat there, I just took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, just find margin.
Big ups, Darren. Big ups, Darren. Big ups, Drew. Big up, E-Ross.
Lack of
Sasky Gurner. Big ups.
Yeah. Lack of a room for error, man. When you're dealing with City, I said this a couple of weeks ago with Line Tech, is that if if Bayern Munich loses, they lost out on their opportunity because the team had to go undefeated. So if the team had to go undefeated, then that basically lets you know there's no room for error. Because if Leverkusen would have dropped 2-3 games, we're having a different discussion about that league. The margins of error are very thin at the top.
Yeah,
they're very thin, Tony. And so when you look at City, you look at Liverpool, You look at these teams. The margin of error is so thin. And remember, I told you, I came on your channel. I said that we could very well not lose the city this year, still not win the title. And people laughed at me. They said, "Man, you crazy." I mean, what is this Yank talking about?
Bro,
What is this boy talking
that's
about?
true, man.
And I
That's
told you
true.
the way it was set up, the way I was looking at it, I said we could very well not lose the city this year, beat them
And
twice,
lose the
and
title.
still not win the title.
You know, it's true, man.
Because
It's
you have
true.
to, because everything around you have to take care of everything around you. The West
Mm,
Hams, the Evertons, the Bournemouths,
mm.
Spurs plays, Liverpool, United. And when I got the schedule this year, I remember telling Gunner, I said, bro, we could very well have to deal with United, and that's win the title or not. That was early in the year. I said we could very well have to come down to that to win the title. And then you bring up the point about Everton. If they find themselves in relegation trouble, so they're gonna be scrapping.
Mm.
So I mean, we the one takeaway from this season, if for anybody, is to learn that we have to learn how to deal with pressure going forward. This team has to
It
learn how
circles
to
back to the mentality anyway, innit?
yeah.
It's back to the mentality and the inconsistencies we've been having in our mentality train this season. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. That's just it. The inconsistencies with our performances, just when we should go for the juggler, not really in the juggler in itself. I'm talking of the big games against Liverpool, the big games against City. As you rightfully said, when you came to my channel several months back, Arsenal could well not lose against City and don't win this title. And right now, it's in a converging point. We can now see the proof is in the pudding. Arsenal can very well not lose against City. Kudos to you, Matty, for that. And yet don't win the title. The proof is in the pudding. We haven't lost to this traditional Big Six teams this season, but it looks like we we might not be winning this title. Yeah, it's clear and it's out there for us to see. Yeah, the inconsistencies have really dealt us a very, very big blow. It's the one when we have to go for the juggler. That's the one we get to lose. Why is
Yeah.
that? Not even the big ones no more. I remember those years back here when Arsene Wenger was here. It was the City games we were losing. It was the Man United games we were losing. It was the Chelsea games we were losing while we were mauling these smaller teams.
And now
It
it's
was
reversed.
And now it's reversed. Now it's the bigger teams we're putting, on their backs right now, while we can't even get over Fulham and West Ham comfortably.
Yeah.
And these are the problems. It's a mentality thing. It's an inconsistency thing. And when you're talking of inconsistencies and imbalance in our mentality, it circles back to no other person than the person, not because anyone hates Arteta or anything, but it circles back to the manager. The 100%, 90% of the time, it circles back to the manager.
Well, I heard Curtis Shaw say this morning. He nailed it. It was bang on. At some point, the line has to be drawn at being competitive. You got to go from competitive to start winning. You got to go to start winning. It's okay to finish. If you finish second one year, okay, all right. Well, let's go win something next year. Even the cup, even the Carabao Cup. See, this is why that was so important this year when we were going on about winning those cups, because I think personally, if they would have got just a taste of one of those cups during the season,
the mentality,
light bulb would have went off.
To just switch on
immediately. Yeah, exactly. And that is the problem.
That's a problem.
We have got to start. For me, next year, man, every cup on the table. Everything is on the table next year. There's no fish to fry. There's none of that. It's everything is on the table. We have to have a trophy. We've got to get one this year. We got to figure out how to find a way to get one this year. Bro. I'm talking. We got to figure out some way or another to find a way to get this trophy. If they got to go out here and find the brown envelope or whatever, they got to find a way to get this trophy. We got to figure out a way to get something here. Because see, these players are getting older. I said this before. The players are getting older. And I'm not afraid that if we don't start winning, these players are going to say, you know what, man, I want to go to the greener pastures. I mean, you heard the news today, but PSG, they've got their striker lined up for next year. These teams are starting to get. You see how other teams have already started pre-agreeing moves and getting stuff in. We need to start. We have got to change the culture of just winning to greatness. We got to go from winning to greatness. We've got to do that, Tony. We've got to go from winning to greatness. And part of that, and this is why I told you, I said this a couple weeks ago. I said this on camera to you. I said on camera now. This ownership needs to be looked at. This ownership must be looked at in off season. What the hell are y'all doing over here? Do y'all just want to run a feel good operation? It just qualify for fourth? Want to fall back into that stupidity again, or do you want to actually win something? Do you want to win something? I told y'all before. I've seen the Crockett's play. I've seen them go all out to win something, to win that damn Super Bowl. They sold the farm. They was not playing about that Super Bowl. It wasn't playing about this year making the playoffs. So the Denver Nuggets seem to be doing well. They're kicking my Lakers' ass. Exactly. I got a front row seat to that. Good. I got a front row seat to that. I'm here to tell you, I've got a front row seat to that ass whooping.
Exactly, man.
So what I'm saying is that the fan base is gonna have to have a long hard look if we don't walk away with something this year. And they're going to have to start making determination. Do y'all just want to keep finishing second? Do you want to win something? Because see, in that, Tony, the more we keep trying to finish second and just qualify, that's when your window of opportunity closes.
It closes, exactly. And right now, PSG, I think they're tying up that deal for Victor Osimhen right now, as we speak. Within the season, so Arsenal should be tying theirs. We should also be tying at least a deal for a midfielder right now. Again, see, this is also another big argument making the rounds out there. Yeah, it's what Arsenal should be doing with Thomas Partey come end of the season. See, Matty, I don't want to sound, I look at that game with Thomas Partey yesterday, yeah. And I see a kind of like a difference. I see a difference in the approach to the game. I see Arsenal trying to make that push from the middle of the pitch. Yeah. I see us going on the jugular. I see us passing the ball quicker. Big up to Lion Tech, down there. That's my brother. Big up to Oregon Gunner. He's down there, man. These are real friends, real people that mean good for people. Mama Flossie, big up to you. Highbury local badger, big up to you. See, yeah, I look at Thomas Partey and the stability he brings to this team. Mostly to the middle of that park, yeah. How he just releases Declan Rice to just be what he wants to be. And I've never looked at Declan Rice as the complete CDM. Let's get this correctly. I've always looked at him as this kind of guy that's very, very versatile. Could be in that sixth position, but with help. He could roam about in that number 8 position and get into advanced spaces. That's what he can do. And we've actually seen Thomas Partey come into this team and just slot right in, and we see the difference. We see the class in that midfield. Yeah. Chelsea couldn't breathe yesterday. It was attack after attack after attack. Come on, man. What do we do at the end of the season with Thomas Partey? Now, I'm not making a case for him to stay or whatever. Yeah? But come on, man. We've given Cedric the Entertainer a deal in this football club for years, and he's done nothing. That's to win the dog. How about El Neni? El Neni have been given 1-year extensions in his contract only to come and build a mosque. Salam alaikum. Greetings to our brothers and sisters who are Muslims down here. But he's beauty mocking at the Emirate. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Yeah. Um, brother, we've given deals to everyone in the book who haven't done anything for us. Even this season, I can count how many times El Neni has even, had a shift in this football club. But seeing Thomas Partey yesterday, if we can be able to manage his fitness level, yeah, I think we can still get something 1 year more out of him. Because I don't want to be like Chelsea, yeah, that have thrown away all the leaders that they've got. And right now they're looking like crap doo-doo in the league. My brother, it's that bad. Look at Manchester United. No leaders on the pitch. But then I saw what Partey brought to the table yesterday. And brother, man, I want 1 year of that. I want to see him next season in this team. But I want to see a more consistent, a more fit Thomas Partey. That's my idea. If we can keep him fit. And again, it circles back to the manager yet again. Brother Marty, me and you have seen Thomas Partey being injured, and this manager, please tell the people what this manager did.
Put him back on the pitch.
Okay. How about that? What if these problems that we're actually envisaging right now are problems caused by the manager himself? Because literally we've seen Thomas Partey injured this, I think, last season, till end of last season. And from then on, it has been a consistent, his injury has come in droves and in clusters since that time. This manager pushed him into the firing line, into the pitch, when you knew that he was already injured already. You pushed him in to continue to have a go. We've seen this manager last season with, what's his other guy's name? The other crocked one, Martinelli.
Yeah.
Injured. What did he do to him, Matty? Tell these people what he did to him.
Put him back out there. He put him back out there.
He put him back out there. Come on, man. Let's don't act as if this manager isn't culpable for most of the inconsistencies and most of the physical drain these boys are facing right now in this season. He has been part of that problem. So, if cutting off the manager will solve that problem of fitness levels in this team, how about that? Because I want to see more of Thomas Partey in that team, the same way I saw that team play yesterday. I want to see him there. And maybe we bring in one more midfielder who would come in and play side by side with Partey also at the same time, because there are lots of games to play. Maybe you can bring in a Zubramendi. He can at least have time to actually, settle into the squad, but not full bank in replacement. Because come on, man, you can't just come into this league and just gazump everyone down there. You have to, you have to earn your place. You have to earn your onions, and you have to show why you should be on that pitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Every day.
I think that, Tony, I think that it's critical we keep him for 1 more year, at least 1 more year. Put an agreement in. Hey, bro, we're gonna sell. Even if it's just for 6 months, and then January, hey, you want to, get whoever acclimated. We'll take a offer. We'll get you where you want to go.
Look at our losses.
Yeah.
Look, we've given Cedric the Entertainer deals in this football club.
See, Tony,
we've given these guys contract, and they've done nothing. Why should we do that?
You bring up bringing up a point, brother. Is that you look at the players that you just called out. You call out, he has to keep some I would sell Jorginho, I'll move Jorginho on.
Yeah.
Because he's just doesn't offer much in the midfield. You look at Partey. You're like, it would be crazy to let him go, and we only got a few, like 10 games out of. I don't even got 10 games out of him this year. I don't know if he got 10 games or what have you, but we're gonna have to. I would probably look at keep him. I know this is gonna sound tough for a lot of folks, but I would probably move Jesus on He's not getting past
Yeah,
14
yeah,
goals.
yeah. And you shouldn't be apologetic about that,
Yeah,
Matty. He
yeah,
should be moved on, like head on. You should
yeah,
believe it. We should be reconsidering Gabriel Martinelli's place in this team. I've not said sold him because I know people will run away with that and put
yeah.
that as a narrative. Tony Clark Gunner says we should move Martinelli. No, but his place in this team should be reviewed because come on, man, if this guy is scoring goals, yeah, Trossard putting in a big shift, our most technically gifted player in this team right now, and as we speak. Yeah. And Martinelli can't even help us out against Bayern Munich. He can't score goals. He can't even take those chances seriously. Then why do we have him in this team? My accountability should be brought back, yeah, to this team. Yeah. These players need to be accountable for what they offer. Yeah. So
Yeah.
next season, I want to see our boys, the boys who are going to be making the first team. I want to see them being accountable. Accountability that I'm talking about is if you're being picked to be part of that first 11, I want to see you play. I want to see you get goals. I want to see you put in a shift. And I want to see you put 100%, not a 80%, not a 50%, 100%. I want to see that you want it. I'm not seeing Gabriel Martinelli wanting it. He's digressed for
Yeah.
some reason that I don't understand.
If the
He's
right
digressed.
the right dollar might come in for hey, a lot of these fringe players and players that are not consistent, the money the all offers are being accepted. All offers are being accepted. I'm gonna say it again. All offers are being accepted.
Exactly, man.
And Cat, the best news I got today was from my understanding, and Cat has been told to go. His agent has been told to start looking for teams. That's the best news. That's some of the best news I've gotten today. So I mean, you have to start looking at these players like that, the Fabios of the world. Needs to be moved on. Kivior could go all the way down to the fourth string and put him in Carabao Cup if you need be. He can learn up on the timber. We need to really need to start fine tuning this bench for next year, because that's one of the reasons why we're in the situation we're in too, man. Is you were saying about these players that's been getting pushed out there to play. A lot of it's down to we don't have a bench. We just don't have a bench. Thank God, like I told you, thank God we have not had the colossal injury that we normally get.
Did you see the stinker of Gabriel Jesus yesterday?
He's been like that.
Marty, I know that this guy bears the name of our Lord and Savior. Yeah, I know he bears that emblem, that same name. But my brother, man, that doesn't look anything like our Lord and Savior. Our Lord and Savior is a winner. This doesn't, see, this guy completely dog crap yesterday. Brought nothing to the team. It's looking more like the king of Zamunda anytime he comes into play. Like
he's worse.
Atrocious performance.
And Ketchia got more league goals than him, man.
Oh my days! Even Eddie Nketiah is beginning to look even more better than Gabriel Jesus when he did play and come on, bro. Gabriel Jesus is looking clueless right now. He's doing nothing right. He can't get goals. He doesn't want to stand up for complete 10 minutes. Have you seen Gabriel Jesus stand up for complete 10 minutes without falling down and hollering from the floor?
I told you before, he should have been moved on. I told you before, he be moved on. And I told you all offers are on the table this summer, man. All offers are on the table. All offers are on the table. We need to clear out this summer of that bench. And we need to bring in great world-class players. Great and world-class players. Great, right on the borderline of world-class and world-class players. We don't need any more. We don't. You know what? Let me put it this way. We don't need any more players that signified when we were in the Europa League. No more players. No more Europa League players. No more exactly. Conference League players. No more Conference League players. We need world-class players.
World-class players.
Ready to help take this team to the next level. That's what it should be. We need teams that's going to take us to the next level. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and let's get on this Spurs game, Tony. Let's go to this Spurs game.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Let's talk about how big this game is. This is monumental.
Hmm.
This is, if you was over here in the States, I'd say this is Super Bowl level.
Super Bowl level, man.
This is prime time. This is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody's watching. This is the final. This is like a final in every sense of the word coming this Sunday. They have to win to get into Europe, to try to get into Europe. We have to win to keep our title hopes alive. Something's got to give this weekend. Something has got to give this weekend. I'm calling on every Arsenal player under the sound of my voice to show up ready to put a shift in on Sunday.
Yeah, sure.
This
Big
is
up
it.
Halftime Hooks. Halftime Hooks is down here with us, a very lovely content creator. Big ups to you. Big up to Malia, who is also down here. We love you. Ellie Does Football TV is also down here. Moctology, big up to you, my guy. And Eros is also down here with us. Big up to these people. These are lovely human beings. Lovely people. Big up to you.
But we're going to have to go into that game, and I just think that this is the game for me where people are gonna have to show what they're made of, man. This for me is this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. I mean, I'm saying this is some players are playing for their career starting on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, because it doesn't get any bigger than this. There's a title on the line here, or a perceived title, or what's left of a title race. Because a draw is no good Sunday. A draw is no good.
It's no good, man.
It's not gonna help anybody. It's not gonna help anybody. A draw's not gonna help either team. A draw ain't no good. There has to be a win. I expect them to come with everything they have, knowing that they can be the ones to end the title charge, or the aspirations, or the dreams, or whatever you want to call it, of the Arsenal. That's all the motivation they need. We come knowing we can finish them off, mud them, celebrate in the process, and we can keep the train rolling. For me, this manager must stay with the team that played against Chelsea. He must play that team again. I don't want to see Zinchenko out there. I don't want to see Jesus out there. I don't want to see Fabio. I don't want to see any of the cast-offs. I don't want to see any of them. I don't want to see anything radical. I don't want to see nothing radical. Nothing radical. Nothing radical. I just
want to see Thomas Partey there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thomas Partey must. It's imperative. If he doesn't start Sunday.
Imperative.
If he does not start Sunday, I'm gonna have a few words for that for this manager on Sunday. If you don't, one of the most important
games, we're gonna have words, definitely.
Yeah, I'll be very upset. But Tony, I'm telling you, from my understanding, the left back, the brother, he is out for this game. And I'm gonna say something else too, because it just popped right in my mind. I'm gonna say something else. I'm gonna tell you who else need a massive game on Sunday. I don't know if y'all ready for this, but
guys, get ready.
Have a game on Sunday.
He hits it. He gets it all the time, Matty. Whenever he throws a bomb, it sticks. It sticks, guys. Talk to these people, brother.
He must perform on Sunday. If he does not perform in the first 25, 35 minutes of that game, He needs to move on, and we need to bring somebody on that can get the job done because we have to win that game. We don't have time for him missing the ball 15 times, 20 times. It's just silly decisions. We just don't have time for it on Sunday. We don't have time. If it's not there, he's not having a good game. The manager's gonna have to hook him because we have to get a win. We have to get a win. This is must win. Win or nothing. This is it. This is it. Tony, all the stakes are high. This is probably one of the most important North London derbies I can remember in a while that we've had in a while. I mean, this normally we play this game earlier in the year, so we had it out the way by January, February, But when I saw it late, I said, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be something serious here." And the fact that they play everybody, they play us, they play Liverpool, they play Tottenham, they play City.
Yeah,
they will have a say in this. I said that before.
They have a say.
Will have a say.
They have a say.
We just need to do our. We need to do our part first.
Yeah,
Tony, yeah. I'm gonna turn it over to you, brother.
See, Matty, you've rightly said everything, but again, I just want to bring out some things down there for us to compare and contrast. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspurs need at least 6 points to get into Champions League waters right now. Yeah, the further of them who are actually fighting for that fourth Champions League spot. It's in between Newcastle, in between Tottenham Hotspurs and Aston Villa fighting for that a fourth position. Newcastle is far behind, yeah. That I think nearly up to 16 points away from Champions League places right now. I think they're in 50, I think if I'm not mistaken, 50 points or so right now. Aston Villa is in about 66 points right now as we speak, but they've played 2 games ahead of Tottenham Hotspurs, who have 60 points right now and played just 32 games. See, their next 2 games. Guys, Arsenal fans out here, Tottenham's next 2 games are like cup finals for them. They need, and mind you guys, yeah, they got slaughtered, absolutely battered by Newcastle United. So they need these games, these upcoming 2 games. The one against City, mostly the one against Arsenal, who they hate with their blood. Yeah. Arsenal need to win. Tottenham need to win. If they win that game against City, they win that game against Arsenal, will just open the draw straight up for them for European qualification, because Aston Villa might balk under the pressure to qualify. And if Arsenal allow them have their way on Sunday at White Hart Lane, we might just be allowing our biggest rivals in London to just go straight in to the Champions League. So now, Arsenal, the baton has been passed to you. Would you love to see your fiercest rivals go to the Champions League and have a crack at another final in the Champions League? Or do you want to see Arsenal win? Players, it's over to you. Mikel Arteta, it's over to you. Do you want Arsenal to win this title? Well, these are the games. But Matty, let's not sugarcoat everything about what's at stake down here. Yeah? What's at stake down here is a title. If we go and draw against Tottenham Hotspurs, it's for, you already know that I already think this title chase is over, actually, mostly from that Man City game. And because I do know that City can go, they can just play those 6 games, win the 6 games easy, and win the title. But again, we're just going off what ifs, maybes, hope strategy. So let's say we're still on that strategy, the hope strategy, right? Good. Yeah. City go draw against Brighton. Arsenal on Sunday have to respond with a win. If we don't win against these people, oh my days. If we don't go to White Hart Lane and win and destroy Tottenham, bro, that's a bad look. Our biggest rivals truncating our title run, bro. See, Arsenal fans don't want to see that in the news. We don't want to see that. We want to see wins. We want to see it. And if we don't see that win on Sunday, Mikel Arteta, you just have to pack your bags. But see, Matty, this is also another thing. I'm looking at this game like a game that Arsenal, if they play the way they played yesterday, Arsenal could actually destroy Tottenham Hotspurs in the first half of that game. We could go as early as 3-0 in the first half.
I don't.
And I'll tell you why. Tottenham keep a high line, and they have a very stubborn manager who doesn't want to change his high line for anything. He loves his high line. If Arsenal can get these guys on that trap, set traps for them, and if our centre backs have their mentality up for this game, we could just bruise through this game easily, unless Mikel Arteta screws up with the lineup, screws up with the mentality, and doesn't go there and push these guys to just set themselves free, open up themselves to win this game. Yeah. If we go pressure and pepper their back line, these guys are susceptible to mistakes. And again, they keep a high line. Come on, we saw what they see. Yeah, everyone has been hyping this Van der Ven guy. Yeah, but I saw what the likes of Isaac did to this guy. Come on, guys. This guy doesn't look like anything like an elite defender. Not to me. Not after what happened with Isaac making a public show of this guy. Yeah? See, we need to put the pressure from the get-go. The pressure needs to be on. First minute to 10th minute, 20. See, we don't have to put our legs on that gas pedal. See, we need to accelerate it. Yeah? Press it. Destroy it. Destroy the acceleration. Yeah? That's what we need. Attack, 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 attack. Because if we go down there and play sideways football, see, man, these guys are going to close up shop and they might just go for the draw. A draw is enough for them to just make sure that they truncate whatever Arsenal's dreams are for this title. So go there, attack, attack, attack. Play smart football, keep it compact at the back, and those chances will definitely come. Because I do know I've seen this Tottenham Hotspur team play. They keep a very, very dangerous high line. Arsenal can get in behind their defenders and punish them. Matty, over to you.
All right. I'm going to hit this right here right quick. It says, how much pressure is on Arteta to get his lineup right? I'd say it's paramount. If he does not get the lineup correct this weekend, I fear for the rest of our season this year.
Matty said it's imperative. That's what Matty said. It's imperative.
I feel for his career if he doesn't get this organized this weekend.
Do you really fear for his career? You know he's getting another. Come on, man.
Well, we know he's we know it.
Come on, man. You know he's getting another 2 years, man. Do you really fear for his career?
Because Tony, that would be two times now he's bloated, and his cut record. I'm telling you now, because even the most ardent Arteta supporters are gonna start looking around if we don't get something accomplished this year. I've got a good track record so far. I'm telling you now, even his biggest supporters are going to start looking around. Because you got to ask yourself a question. How is it that you United in 2 cup finals this year, bad as they are?
Exactly, man.
They in 2 cup, they in 2 cup finals and got ran off the park last Sunday. And then you look at Chelsea, this wretched Chelsea team. They've been in two cup finals this year. Wretched as they are. Wretched.
Yeah. Wretched as they are.
Like I said, wretched exactly. As they are. They've been in 2 cup finals. So this is why I said this manager's been in 2 title charges. And if he can't, some questions are going to have to be answered. Tony. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are past the hour mark, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to wind things down, man. I want to say thanks for everybody. I tried to get to just about everybody's comment that I saw. Big ups to everybody in the chat, the usual suspects. Love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Tony, what you got coming up, brother?
See, it's been a busy, and you see, mostly with the summer and with the league games opening down here in Finland. I'll be refing most games. And I'm looking at my shifts. It's really gonna be very, very hectic for me. But see ya, guys. Yeah, I'll be doing the Not London Derby. Watch along. I know you'll be with our brother Lee Gunner. Blessings to them. Blessings to you too for that. I'll be having the watch along with Bargev. It'd be nice to have Lion Tech if Lion Tech have time. But I'll be having Bargev with me. That's for sure. If Wolf Fang Division, my brother, if he's okay, he could join us on that one too. Let's go for that win. I should be having a show with a brother maybe tomorrow or so. It's a Man United brother called Chic TV. We might be having a Not London Derby. He's getting some guests, but I'll be multicasting to my channel. That should be like tomorrow, late tomorrow, after I come back from a game tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be having that show maybe towards 8:30, maybe 8:30 tomorrow. So after that, to be straight into the Not London Derby watch along. Me, Bagiv, and some of the friends I have down here will be joining me on the day. So, let's go for it. And you know, let's have a big one. Let's have a big one this weekend. Let's beat Spurs. Yeah, let's smack them down. You know, let's smack them down.
Yep, yep. Let's do them in. I will be with Lee this weekend for the watch along, and the fan cam afterwards, and possibly an emergency meeting depending on what happens there with that game. And also I am starting to put together my new show. I'm got the brother Lion Tech, see if you want to roll with the brother, because we had a good
Yeah,
video.
Landek is real. He's real. He's a real, like, he's a real person,
Yep.
real brother. He's not this kind of guy that will tell you something, but at the back he means something else. It's as real as it comes, and
Yeah.
and that's why I was very, very happy to actually bring him to this community.
Yep.
Very lovely person.
So yep, I'm gonna start working on that with the end of the season coming. That'll be one of something that I'll be doing here and there. But I'll reveal that at a later date. But for right now, that is it for me and Tony, the two henchmen. We are about to head on out and get started on our days, man. Hope everybody's had a good time here on the show. We enjoyed you. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Everybody, make sure you go over to Tony. Subscribe to the Tony Clark Gunner TV. If you hadn't subscribed here, you subscribe, hit the like button on your way out, share the video with somebody that you know that might like this content. All right, appreciate it. Love y'all. We out. Peace.
We out. Peace.